Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to Forward Public School e-learning class 8. This is subject chemistry, chapter number 1, fundamentals of chemistry, and I'm your teacher Mehreen Zafar. In today's video we will discuss topic 16, that is book exercise page number 37. So open your books. Come to page 37 of your book. Here we have the exercise. Choose the correct option. Number 1. Which of the following group comprise of elements? Comprise mean consist of. We have the options. Number A. Mercury, water, ammonia. B option is iodine, tin and iron. C option is copper, aluminum, methane. And D is coal, smoke and fog. The correct option is option B, that is iodine, tin and iron, because we have asked about the elements and this option consists of all the elements. The remaining options are incorrect because here we have ammonia. Ammonia is a compound, methane is a compound, and smoke and fog, coal, these are also compounds and mixtures. Second, we have which of the following can be broken down into simpler substances. We have the option ammonia, oxygen, number C is sulfur, and fourth is iron fillings. The correct option is ammonia because ammonia is a compound and we can simply break down into simpler substances. The remaining options are itself elements. Third MCQ is the gram molecular mass of HNO3, that is nitric acid, is option A 60, option B 100, option C 63 and option D 98. The correct option is 63. We can calculate the molecular mass of ammonia in the following way. So dear students, here we have the formula. How can we calculate the gram molecular mass? That is the atomic mass of hydrogen plus atomic mass of nitrogen plus 3 atomic mass of oxygen. Putting the masses of hydrogen, nitrogen and oxygen in the formula, we get 1 into 1 because the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, the atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 and oxygen is 16. So 1 into 1 we get the answer 1 plus 1 into 14 we will get 14 and 3 into 16 we will get 48. Sum up all the numbers, we get the answer, that is 63 gram. So this is the 63 gram is the molecular mass of nitric acid. Next MCQ is number 5. Which of the following is equal to 2 moles of water? Option A is 1.084 into 10 power 25 molecules. Option B 6.022 into 10 power 23 molecules. Option C 1.204 into 10 power 24 molecules, and option D 1.806 into 10 power 24 molecules. The correct option is option C. Students, you can see that as we know that 1 mole is equal to 6.023 into 10 power 23. Here we are asked about 2 moles of water. So 2 multiply with 6.023 into 10 power 23, we will get the answer 12.023 into 10 power 23. Shifting the decimal 1 number towards in the positive way, you will get the answer 1.2023 into 10 power 23. The answer will becomes, after shifting the decimal 1 digit forward, we get the answer 1.2023 into 10 power 24. So the correct option is 1.204 into 10 power 24 molecules. Now come to the sixth one. A compound contains option A different kinds of atoms mixed together, the same kind of atoms mixed together, different kinds of atoms chemically combined together, and the same kind of atoms chemically combined together. So according to the definition of compound, different atoms chemically combined together. So the correct option is option C. Number 7, which of the following is an example of triatomic molecule? Tri means 3 atom, that molecule which consists of 3 atoms. So we have the option carbon dioxide, we have number B oxygen, number 3 CH4 and number D is NH3. So the correct option is option A, that is carbon dioxide, because it contains 1 carbon and 2 oxygen atoms. Collectively we have 3 atoms. While in the rest of the options, in oxygen we have 2 atoms, in methane we have 5 atoms, and in ammonia we have 3 atoms. So the correct option is option A. That is number 8. Hydrogen gas is option R, a monoatomic gas, a mixture of hydrogen atoms, a diatomic gas with each molecule made up of 2 atoms, and option D is a diatomic atom made up of 2 molecules. The correct option is option C, because it's a diatomic gas with each molecule made up of 2 hydrogen. Here we have the formula, that is H2. Now come to page number 38 of your book. We have the number 9 MCQ. Which of the following compound has both empirical and molecular formula identical? Identical means similar, same. So the options are number A, benzene, C6H6. We have hydrogen peroxide, H2O2, C, water, H2O, and D, we have glucose, C6H12O6. The correct option is option C, because we have studied in the table that water has both empirical and molecular formula same. Come to 10th MCQ. Which of the following is a homogeneous mixture? The options are smoke, air, fog, and smoke. The correct option is air, because air is a homogeneous mixture. Now what is smoke? Smoke is a mixture of smoke and fog. When these two combine together, we get a third terminology that is called as smoke. Now dear students, come to page number 39. Here we have a question number 5. Now dear students, come to question number 5 on page 39. Here we have a question. Find out the number of protons, electrons and neutrons in the following elements. We have given different elements. I will explain only one for you, and the remaining you can do in your rough notebooks. So first we have sodium. The atomic number of sodium is 23 and the mass number is 23 and its atomic number is 11. First of all, we will write atomic number, which is represented by Z, equals to 11. Mass number represented by A equals to 23. Number of protons equals to Z, that is 11. As number of protons are 11, so number of electron will also be 11, because number of protons and electrons are always equal in number. For calculating the number of neutrons, we have a formula A minus Z. A is 23 and Z is 11. 23 minus 11, you will get 12. So if we draw the structure of the atom of sodium, we have 11 protons in the nucleus and we have 12 neutrons in the nuclei. First electron will carry 2 electrons, in the second we will put 8 electrons, while in the third we will put only 1 electron. How we come to know that each shell contains specific number of electrons? So for this we have a formula that is 2n square. What does n show us? N means the number of shell, which starts from 1, 2, 3. For first shell, we can calculate the number of electron as 2 multiply with 1 square. 1 square equals to 1. So 2 into 1, we will get 2 electrons. So we will put 2 electrons in the first shell. For second, we have n value equals to 2. So putting the value in the formula, 2 square equals to 4. 4 into 2, 8 electrons. So in the second shell, we will put 8 electrons. While for the third shell, you can do in the same way, putting the value of n equals to 3, and you will get the answer. So dear students, the remaining elements, number of protons and electron, neutrons, you can calculate it by yourself in your rough notebooks. Now we have the part B of the same question, that is complete the following table. Here we have a table in which we have given the symbol atomic number, number of protons and number of electrons. Number A is K. K is the symbol for potassium. So atomic number is 19. Number of protons are 19 and number of electrons are also 19. Second, we have given the information 8. 8 is the atomic number for oxygen. So write down here capital O. As the atomic number is 8, so the number of protons and electron will also be 8. Next information which we have given, that is 15 number of protons. So 15 is the atomic number of phosphorus. So put here phosphorus, the symbol of phosphorus is capital P, atomic number is 15, and 15 shows that the number of electrons and protons will always be equal to 15. Next information which we have given, that is atomic number 20. Atomic number 20 is assigned to the element calcium having a symbol Ca. As the atomic number is 20, so the number of protons and electrons will be equal to 20. Next we have the symbol Cl. Cl stands for chlorine. Chlorine atomic number is 17, which shows that it will have 17 protons and 17 electrons in the nucleus. Dear students, the rest of the question in your book have already been solved in your notes. You can do the practice of all the questions in your rough notebook. This is the end of chapter number 1, that is Fundamentals of Chemistry. I hope you have understood all the topics very well. We will come with another video. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.